Hi guys, today's video is going to be one I'm quite excited about. It's going to be a story time. So the video, the story I should say, is about the time me and one of my best friends at the time got picked up by the police and then they dropped us off at McDonald's. It sounds right, so I'm just gonna get into the video. Okay. So just before we start, I must say, excuse my bare face and not much on my hair. And just my random white top, because I'm going to college soon and I don't wear any makeup for that because people do my makeup. So beginning this video, me and my college at the time, which was an animal college, and my best friend, obviously she went to my college, we were going on a day trip to Mcdonalds Zoo. If you know Mcdonalds Zoo, it's basically a zoo. It is what it is, it's a zoo. And we went to the zoo that day, all was well, we did whatever, went, saw the animals, saw a leopard, which is my favourite animal in the whole wide world, at lunch, did all that, and then came home. So on the bus, we got a huge, it wasn't just our class on the bus, it was other classes too. I don't know why I'm waving my hands around. Anyway, so we got on the bus to go back, and it's around, on bus, I think 1 hour and something minutes, something like that. But 1 hour to the college, and my college where I went at the time was about 50 minutes to an hour on the bus back, and you could only get a bus back from my old college to my house because I couldn't drive at the time, and it's a designated college bus. So we got on this bus, me and my friend, I'm gonna call her Kay, and I don't want to give names in case. And we got on this bus like everyone else did, sat on there for a while, like I said, did whatever. So as the journey, so halfway through the bus journey from Mcdonalds Zoo to my old college, the bus driver or one of the teachers said, get off now if you are if you normally get off at this area, because we conveniently went a different way and we were going to go past mine and my friend Kay's bus stops because they were right next to each other. So we thought, okay, we'll get off now then, and then we won't have to get on another bus to go home when we're here anyway. So we got off the bus. It was kind of just around, it wasn't any particular roads, there wasn't a lot of signs. They kind of dropped us off right near a dual carriageway, which was a bit weird. However, Kay said she knew, her name is not Kay by the way, just giving a random letter. She said she knew the way home, and I was like, okay, I kind of recognise it too. So we got off the bus, drove past us and went to the college where I was going to go. Sorry, my bra strap. And we got off. So we're walking around trying to find which way to go. We thought, oh, we'll just follow the signs back to our homes. Or I was thinking I was going to go to her house first and my mum pick me up from her house. So she thought she knew the way. Turns out she didn't. We kind of weren't in the area we thought we were in. So we tried to sat nav it and I tried to Google map it, and it just wasn't syncing up. I don't know how to do Google Maps. I actually just don't. What am I looking for? So yeah, we were lost. We asked someone. We were going to ask someone in a a convenience store in America, but a gas station, the little cornery shop things. We're going to ask someone there. However, we got scared and chickened out, so we decided not to. We were kind of in an area we didn't know. It wasn't the best, it kind of looked a little bit of a dodgy area, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so we were then oh god. So we then saw a sign that was the sign going towards, eventually after half an hour walking around aimlessly, so going towards her house, or towards her area of her house. So we thought, okay, so we're kind of walking along. At the time, neither of us could drive, we weren't old enough. We didn't really understand a motorway or a dual carriageway or the hard shoulder. So we were walking along the hard shoulder. We didn't know we were walking along the hard shoulder. But yeah, so we took an exit. We were oh yeah, it's just down here. So we were walking along. There was cars right next to us, but we thought, we didn't know it wasn't, it sounds so stupid now because you can't walk across the hard shoulder, that's so obvious. But at the time, we didn't really have a clue. And yeah, we were walking along the hard shoulder. We decided to take our time. We were oh yeah, it's down here. We just keep walking here and then we'll get there and it'll be fine. But yeah, it was dark. We didn't have anything glowing on us, at all, obviously, to tell drivers that we're there. Walking along the hard shoulder at the dark, there was forest next to us. We were either going to get hit by a car or taken or kidnapped and God knows what. Well, at the time we were like, no, we just got to get home, like come on now. It was like hitting like 7 o'clock and it was the winter time, so like it was dark at the time, like yeah. Okay, so we kept walking along the hard shoulder for what must have been about like half an hour, something like that, half an hour, and people kept bibbing at us. And obviously, knowing now, their bibbing is to say, get off the side of the road, you could get hit by a car. Like, we had nothing illuminating on us. So they're like, get off the road. But we thought, why did you keep bibbing at us for? Like, we were like, what? We were completely oblivious. And yeah, so we were walking along, minding our own business, trying to stick together as we knew it was dark. And we knew it was a forest. We were more scared of the forest than the cars right next to us. I know, it's so stupid. It's like, I look back at it and I'm like, oh my God, like, what? And yeah, then all of a sudden we heard the, you know, the sound of the police car and the lights behind us. We thought, oh, they're going to get another car or something like that. You know, they wouldn't think, oh, they're going to stop for the people on the side of the road, are they? Like, that's what we thought. So ended up pulling over next to us, or like behind us. I didn't look back, so I thought it wasn't for us, so I kept going. My friend was like, Kirsten, and I was like, oh Christ, they're for us, okay. So I went back. Oh my God, I was shit scared. Like, at the time, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. I mean, I wasn't doing like criminal, like, you know, things. I was just walking on the side of the road, but at the time I didn't know that was dangerous. And like, I know I'm so stupid. You can tell me in the comments, I know. Yeah, so they picked us up in the end. They took us, they were like, questioned us. They were like, what are you doing, like blah blah blah. And we were like, oh well, college told us this was the area for this area where we live, but it turns out it wasn't. And like, we got really lost. We didn't really know, like, they were like, oh, it's really dangerous to walk outside the road, which is obvious now. We were like we really didn't know. Like, this is my first year at college. I just got out of like secondary school, or like high school if you call it in America, and we didn't have a clue. So we were like, oh, and I like you know, like when you go for an airport and you walk through the like big monitors and like you're instantly like, you're like, oh my God, even though you haven't done anything wrong, or you know, you think you haven't done anything wrong. So we were like, oh my God. So they're like, right, get in. And we were like, oh my God, what's happening? And he was like, right, where are you trying to go? And we were like, oh, we were trying to get to, because my friend's dad and mum split up, like my mum and dad split up, which is all fine and all good. So we were going to go to her dad's house. So we were like, oh, we're going to go here. And they're like, oh right, okay, so we can't take you right there because we've got other things to get to. And first of all, I was like, oh, thank God, because I thought they were going to drop me off at my house. I was like, if I turn up to my house in a blimmin' police car, Mum was going to be like, what have you done? I was like, no, don't even, I'm going to be killed. Like, luckily they didn't. They dropped us off at McDonald's, which is the funniest thing. They were like, oh, it's alright if you get dropped off here. We were like, yeah, we're going to get McFlurry anyway. And they laughed. We were like, okay, thank God we're not like deep like shit. Like, thank God, because I don't even know, like, yeah, they dropped us off at McDonald's, turned out, and then we kind of knew, because we said to them, like, oh, we were gonna like head towards a McDonald's because that's where we know it's near my friend's dad's house, and it was. We just couldn't work out which way. It turns out we were going the opposite way. Anyway, we got dropped off to this McDonald's, and yeah, they were like, okay, well, you be careful, you definitely know where you're going, all that, and they were like, yeah. But then as we were walking around, they kind of, you could tell they were like checking up on us, because as we were going around the back roads, you would see them like go past and like check. But yeah, that is the story. It's pretty random. It's not too like, you know, like like dramatic or anything like that, but I thought it was quite funny and it's an unusual story. If you want to know, the next day was we had college again. We went into college and the teacher she said, oh, well, we've got to talk to you. And because we kind of like dobbed the school, like the college in. Me and my friend, we were like, oh, they told us it was here and blah blah blah, because they did, and it wasn't the area that we thought it was, and they said, oh, you can get off here if you go to da-da-da, and that's where we're going to go, but it wasn't. So we like dobbed them in, and we thought, when the teacher went and she said, I need to talk to you, we looked at each other like, oh my God, like, luckily that wasn't about that, but yeah. So yeah, I hope you like this little story time and stuff like that. I've got quite a few more interesting stories if you want to know them. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye. Oh. Oh, the shade of it all. The shade of it all. And out of focus too. Lovely. Focus me now. Come on. I'm dark. Oh, something's happening.